Hello, Frags of Beer family. Welcome to Frags of Beer Gaming. This is a show where I play games, and right now I'm playing Valheim. If you've been following, you know I've been working on Castle Ravenloft as a creative build, using the original module maps from the very first Ravenloft adventure for Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. If you're not familiar with what that is, you know, check it out, look it up. It's a pretty popular module when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons. And, oh, hold on. I can hear something I need to get rid of. So anyway, I started building it, and I neither liked the location or the scale. I downscaled it to make it easier on myself, but also because the maps in here are 10 by 10 foot squares, and I just used one square block, which is actually 6 foot square. And it was making Ravenloft much smaller. It was actually making the build difficult. And I also did not like the location. So we're going to work on that, but now I'm going to show you what my progress is, the new location, and where I'm at with that. Also, yeah, click the subscribe button if you're watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm going to show you some tips, things I've learned as I built, as I go. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments for me. Of course, I am using the dev commands in debug mode for this. The build is just too big. There's no way I could do this using like vanilla build with trying to harvest, pardon me, itchy nose, trying to harvest all the resources. There's no way I could do all this. I wouldn't have the time. I would lose patience. So to finish this build, I'm going to use the debug mode. So you'll see that. But anyway, we're going to get started. Again, click subscribe. Let me know if you're here. Talk in the comments. I love chatting with you guys when you're here. But here we go. We're going to switch over to the game side. And I'm going to show you what's going on. Alright, so this is the little cabin that I've set up to sleep and repair while I'm working on this. It's just a little simple box I built on this mountainside. So I decided to build Ravenloft on top of a mountain, as it should be. So here is the beginnings of Castle Ravenloft, and the first thing I'm going to show you is I didn't do this on the original build, but there's two towers that flank the entrance, the bridge that crosses into Ravenloft. Of course, I'm killing things as I go because I really don't want to deal with the monsters. First thing I'm going to show you that I learned is these cage roofs will support stone for quite a distance. So normally this stone bridge, you could only go out like one, maybe two if you had like an arch support and put some posts down. But if you want to build a span like this, use the cage roofs. They will support stone quite a ways. So I'm going to show you kind of the footprint of where I'm at so far. So I'm building on top of this mountain. And so far I've run most of the map to the back. I'll have the back area to build back here. And a lot of it is going to be raised up off of these cliffs, which I will work with. I'm probably going to build the wall. The wall's going to be tricky. I think I'm going to run the wall. We'll worry about the wall later, but I'm going to use some of these higher peaks maybe to run the wall and some connectors. And there will just be some like valleys down here that I may do something with. I don't know. We'll see. But I worked my way up to one of the first towers. And as you can see, I'm working the iron and wood beams into the walls to help support, because these are going to go up pretty high, especially on this side where you can see I've raised this pretty much as high as it will go, and that's all we're going to get out of this. So I actually need to raise this up a little bit more on this side. I need to bring it out because I have to build not only the floor for like a hallway that goes out here, but a wall around it too. So I've still got more to do over on this side. But one of the things I got to figure out is the wall here. So, and I'm doing this again, it's still not quite to scale. So what I'm doing is 3 by 3 rather. So 3 meters by 3 meters, basically making each 10 by 10 square on the map a 9 by 9 So it's still not quite to scale, but it's much closer. It's going to be much easier to work with and make everything line up. Because what I was running into is some of the angles were not lining up. And that was causing the build to become extremely difficult to figure out. So I'm going to run these posts up because I know I've got to build wall out here. And then I've got to build some angled walls in between. So first I'm going to lay these outer walls here. These posts for the outer walls first. I don't think that one's going to be close enough. I need to go closer. And I'm not taking any of the... I'm trying to use all of the resources I get from demolishing what I'm working on. Because I don't want to take anything back to my quote-unquote vanilla builds that I didn't earn. I really, like, the rest of the stuff I'm building in the game, I want to earn those parts and pieces as I get them. Rather than use what I demolished from this creative build. So that's going to be that. This one's going to be tricky. I'm going to have to figure this one out. But first, see that in my original build, the angles were all jacked up. I could not get the angles right to save my life. And I was not satisfied with it. So that's why that's one of the reasons I restarted this build. But also I didn't like the location. It just didn't meet the aesthetics that I was going for with this build, which is a creepy castle on a mountain, basically. So that's what I'm trying to do here, is recreate as faithfully as possible the original Ravenloft module build that was designed by Tracy Hickman and his wife Laura Hickman when they designed the original module. I'm trying to keep as close to those aesthetics as possible. This one's going to be a tricky placement here. I think I'm going to start with this block. Yeah, and then try to snap this one in next to it. There we go. I'm also trying... I'm not going to tame anything. Technically, I could use the dev commands to tame wolves while I'm up here. I did test it out a little bit when I first started. But I'm not going to be using that to sort of gain my, gain some wolves that I didn't tame normally. Now the only thing I'm not sure of is, am I going to be able to build high enough on this side to build the full height of the tower? Because you can only go so many meters even when you're using these iron posts. And I'm already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I'm 9 high, so I think I'll be able to do it. I think you can go 30 high with the iron posts. So now over here, now I've got to connect at an angle at a 45, these two. So what I'm going to first do is make sure that it lines up before I throw down any blocks. I may not be able to throw down any posts, I should say. I want to make sure that these two meet the way I want them to complete a normal 45, and it looks like they're going to. So now I'm going to try to pop this one down in underneath, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one to line up out here. I may just have to have that little gap and live with it. I don't like that though. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it in there any better. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in some angled posts. And so that I retain my snaps, I'm only going to do this one at a time so that I don't lose my line, my line of snapping here. Alright, so then we're going to put in one more. Now that I know those line up, which I'm very happy with, in a natural 45-degree angle, now am I going to have trouble getting this one to line up? Nope, there we go. Alright, so now I've got these two snapped, and I can run this wall, these wall posts all the way up. Now, I'm going to have to watch it because I also have to put in arrow slits. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I want to do a straight one. I don't think I lined that up right. So we're going to do that, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the wall, and then I'm just going to, because this is just floor. And something I did on the last build is I got really careless with these blocks, and I didn't pay attention to where they were snapping, and I just kind of threw them in there. And now see, I'm going to run into an issue here. I didn't do this right. And it's buried by that, I'm going to try to snap it to the one above and see if I can get it to work. I didn't line this third one up right, and it's kind of hidden. And now you can't see how bad it actually looks. If I can get this one to snap, though, then I can move on with the others. Got it. Okay. So now I can line the... I need to line the two outside ones up. And then I can do the inside one. Alright, so that tells me how to do that. Because, see, I want these 45s to be nice and clean. And the last time I did this, they were not clean. They were horrid. So if you saw any of my past streams doing this, you would have noticed some very janky... Ah, damn, I don't like that. Did not line that up right, and now I gotta find the right block. Okay, good. I want it to snap to that, and it's trying to snap... There we go. It was trying to snap to the post, I think. Like so. Now this one... This one's going to be a little tricky because I don't have any reference to go off of. But I still need to put in an angled wall here. And I still need posts for it. See, these guys attacking my stuff. Quit attacking my stuff. Hold on now. Checking some posts. You guys are responding to things, which I'm loving. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Everybody responding on Twitter and Facebook to all the things that I'm posting. I really appreciate that. I'm still hearing people attacking my shit. Oh, you are. What are you doing? Get off of that. Quit attacking my stuff. See, I need to figure out how to get this stuff to stop spawning, too. I put workbenches down in there, hoping that it would keep the wyverns from spawning, but I think they're spawning further out and flying in. So I'm going to try to do this one next, because I think this one is going to be one of the more difficult ones. And I think that's about right. I think what I'm going to wind up doing is... getting these to line up like so. No, they're not far enough out. I think what I need to do... This one's going to be a pain in the butt, I think. It's supposed to be snapping to that wall right there. Shoot, the save. It's supposed to be snapping to this block right here, and I can't get it to snap inside. That's the angle. Nope, that's not quite it either. The angle that I want is actually that, I think. That is the angle that I want. Let me look. Nope, that's not quite it either. Yeah, this one's going to be tricky. I'm going to have to figure this one out. This one's going to take me a minute. Because, yeah, it's the 3. So I do want it to snap to the outside of this one, and I need it to meet... Let me see. Here's what I need to do. Here's what I need to do. This is the straight part of the wall. And this one. So I need it to go between those two, I think, is what I'm looking for here. So let's see what I can do here about making this line up here. Yeah, like that. And I want this one. I think I do. I think I want it lining up to that. Yeah. And I need it, so I need it to meet the outside of this one. These corners are really weird trying to make these fit. But if I get it... See, that's not quite right. I wonder if I could lock this in. See, no, that's not going to work. It's not going to quite do it, but you know what? That is actually going to be blocked inside. So that may not actually... This one may not matter as much. That might actually be fine. So let me do this. Let me run this here. And let me run this one. Let me see here. This one's going to be kind of tricky to line up, but I think that's about right. I need to go one more up. And I'll show you why in a second. Now I can't get it to line up on this side. These posts are causing some weird snapping that's not working. May have to go underneath of it. That's what I'm going to do. That's actually how I'm going to make this work. Alright, let's try this again. How can I get that to snap to that? Oh, I almost had it. Come on, curse you. Got it. Got lucky. Alright, so now what I should be able to do then is to bring that post up through. I should be able to snap right to the top of that, and then get that one to snap there. And then I can actually get this one to snap here, and I'll show you why that doesn't matter, because this wall is going to go here, this one's going to go here. It's actually all going to be encased. So the only thing I actually have to worry about is bringing the floor up to meet it. And I didn't line it up quite right, but I think we'll be fine because everything's still green. And then we can get rid of that because it's actually going to be this block here is going to make our wall. But I do need to run a post. Whoa, I did not click that button. I am going to need to run a post, and hopefully that offers the support I need for this wall here. So see what I mean is this wall's going to run this way, this one's going to run this way, this one's going to be here, and that one's going to be there. So that is not going to matter. Alright, now we got to go sleep. It's getting dark, and I don't like building in the dark. I can't see. It's a lot harder to see the snap points. Nothing like a fear of the dark. I just can't see what I'm doing. Make sure I don't have any. Okay. No important texts. We're going to go ahead and kill anything that might be nearby so we don't have to deal with it. Alright, so now what we did here, we've got to do here. Much lower. So hopefully how many did I have to do? I had to do 3. Try to get the angle as good as I can. Actually, I should do what I did last time and make this work first. Why aren't we lining up? Oh, I know why we're not lining up, because I did not do the outside wall here right. Okay, so what I forgot to do is this piece. This should be a 3x3 block, so this I did not put a wall out here. So I'm actually going to raise the ground out as far as I can. And I need to put posts here. Hopefully that's good enough. I need to get down under this and see. I can't see because of that tree, but that's okay. I don't want to cut down any trees that aren't in the way. I want to leave them for the, the aesthetics of it. Welcome, whoever just joined. As we're working on Castle Ravenloft. Ah, shoot. I gotta remember to run my posts all the way up before I bury them. I forget that a lot. Of course, I'm using the creative build, so that's why I'm flying. There's no way I could do this. I would just never have the time to do this without doing it in creative mode. It's just too much. Okay, so there's my outside wall. So now, what I'm gonna do is try to guesstimate. Actually, no, I decided I wasn't going to do that, right? Didn't I decide that? I think something that'll help. I just saw a way that snaps that might help me. I don't know if I'm going to get that out, that bottom one, to do that. I may just have to start here. That stinking world save, just everything freezes for a second. Makes it really challenging. Come on, snap in there, you. Well, technically speaking, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Now, I can do 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to line this up here and do that. And I'm going to try to line this one up here. And make it fit inside this block. It's not going to work on me, though. Oh, almost. Come on, snap for me. Yeah, I think that's going to be in the way, is what's going to happen here. Well, maybe. There we go. Now I need to get another one underneath of this to see how it doesn't quite fit. Now what I think I can do is goof around with the snap points just a smidge and make this work. Yes. And then I can get a center one right there. Oh, and I gotta do this on the other side too. These angled, they look amazing, but they are tricky, tricky, tricky. So I'm going to actually take this all the way up now. Now that I've got everything lined up, I'm going to take this all the way up. Hopefully I can get the total height. Hopefully, because I won't find out until I'm mostly done with the build whether this is going to work or not. Only because, you know, I'm going to build the first floor first. And then when I get to the 3rd floor, this castle actually has 3 floors. I'll find out when I get to the 3rd floor if I've given it enough stability to go that high. That'll be the kicker, is will it work when I get all the way to the top? Whoops. I want to make sure that I have my post all the way up. And that one is kind of exposed. Ew, that's ugly. I don't like that. So I think what I may do is sneak that one on the inside. Yeah, so one of the things you can do with these is, and not lose any stability, is you can actually hook them onto each other and set it back just a hair. And it will still retain its stability, from what I understand anyway. As long as they're touching. As long as they've sort of stuck to each other, if that makes sense. Okay, so that should take care of that. And then I need to make sure I can do the arrow slits. Now this one's going to be a bit of a pain. So the first thing I need to do is make sure that I've got this as high as it'll go. It is. Okay. So this one I know is going to give me some trouble. So first thing I want to do is I'm actually going to get rid of this bit of this rock here. And we're going to bring a post up through it just to give this part of the floor some more stability, because it's sitting on that rock just high enough to sort of give us support there. And that should make that block, yes, a foundation block, which is good. Okay, so I've got a hallway that runs from the tower straight back and then a wall. So I actually need to support the wall, I think. I think this is how it's going to line up right here. Make sure that's not too close. It's not too close. And I'm going to put one more underneath. I actually want to hide this ugly hole that I made down here, so I'm going to kind of do that. And we need to run this all the way up. And if I've done this right, then this is 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I've done this right. We shall see. Let's see how things line up here. First, let's try to snap in the angle. Come on, snap for me. All the rest of you guys did okay. I almost had it. I just need one of them to snap in so that I can... Is that it? That's it. Okay. So then this is going to come through here. And this to there. Is that right? Not quite. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong here? Do I need another... piece? I think my wall needs another piece. Let me see here. What happens if I snap this in? And then... I don't know, boys and girls. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know how this is going to look. I think that'll work. It's not 100% what I think I was going for, but it's pretty close. It's pretty damn close. Pick up all these. So let's see here. Let's see if I can get this to snap in down here. What I wish I could do is... It's because we got this rock here, this stinking big stone that I probably should have cut away, but I didn't. And this tree that's in the way. Let's try it up here. And I can always go under it. Oh, you know what I should do? Before I forget, because I know I will, I need to fix this. Okay, so now, let's see here. Perfect. Okay. Is that lined up right? Yeah, that's lined up right. Okay, so something I'm going to go ahead and do now is try to get this lined up underneath here. And I'm going to go ahead and sink this one into this, so hopefully it gives support. Now this is not perfect. I am 100% aware that this is actually not going to be symmetrical with the other side. But it's damn close, and I am willing to live with that. Now the tricky part is getting these to line up underneath. And I may have to cut that tree so that I can see what I'm doing. And I don't want to cut this tree. Well, I can come back and plant trees. But this tree is in the way. The tree was so in the way. Okay, nobody is going to get down there and see that little gap, so we're going to live with that. All right, so let's finish it up. Of course, I'm blocking it. Welcome whoever had just joined. It's appropriate that we have crows, at least they sound like crows, carrying on in the background there. Let's see if I can sink this in just a little bit more, so it's easier to snap that larger block or that smaller block on. I'm not going to be able to. All right, so now what I need to do now. That looks like it's caved in or concave a little bit without me really intending for it to. Okay, it's not perfect, but it is a castle built of stone, which wouldn't have been perfect anyway. Alright, so I think that's actually pretty good go of it that way. Okay, so this forms the outer wall of this side and this tower over here. Tower is much larger, much more appealing than the other one. My original build, it was so small. What's up, puppy boy? My dog's standing there looking at me. He's been fed. He can go out whenever he wants to, and he's staring at me like I'm depriving him of something. He's such a sad puppy. Now I'm just going to connect these right here. The outer wall is going to cover most of this mess out here. I'm just going to raise this up and bring it out as far as I can. Because I know I'm going to lose some height. So I need to do everything I can to help with that. Until I get over here where I can raise everything up. Okay, perfect. I think I hear something attacking the shit again. I do. The only thing I'm not sure is how I'm going to deal with... There's a golem that spawns up there. Now, eventually, I'm going to cut through his spawn... Oh. That was a wyvern egg spawn. Eventually, I'm going to cut through that, too. Alright, we are going to go sleep. Because it's getting dark. And we need to repair our stuff. So the next part, once I get this hallway done, there is actually the first of two towers shows up here. And I gotta figure out... The first one is easy because it's octagonal. But the second one is round. And trying to get the scale of... I can do a round tower. But getting the scale of a round tower is going to be tricky. Okay. So now I need to do the walls. And I'm just trying to bring the ground out over this rock as much as I can. Because I need to do walls. The snowstorm is making it difficult to see. I want to get them close, but not too close. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to wind up being visible inside. Or outside. That one's too far away. I think that'll work. Let's see here. Now, what I do want to try to do, which I didn't do very well here, is overlap. For aesthetics, again, I almost forgot to run my beams all the way to the top. Whoops. There's that snowstorm. Now obviously you need a wolf pelt or a lox cape to survive up here doing this. So I had to get me a wolf pelt to do this. A beautiful world save that makes everything freeze up for a second. That's not what I wanted. How do I want to make this work? I need to go this way with this one. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to do that. On the tree that's in the way. Now, I know that I'm not down here, but I'm fine with that. It's only going to be 3 blocks before it steps up. See what I'm saying? Alright, now we can run our wall up here and here. And I know this isn't terribly exciting, but hopefully you're getting something out of this for your own builds. And of course I'll give you guys more progress updates as time goes on. You probably can't hear me over the storm. Alright, now this part, I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. So it goes back six from this wall right here. So I'm just going to set that wall there because that's my dividing. That's the wall that starts this part of the tower here. And I got to remember this tower, if I remember right, yeah, this is actually an angled part of the wall. So it actually goes in 9 because there is stairs. So we've got... I've got to bring this out. I actually got to bring this up. And out. A lot. And I'm just trying to bring the rock up as high as I can so I don't lose as much height. Because Because this is the part of the build where the taller towers begin. So I want to be able to get as much height in this area as possible, so I can bring those towers up. Because right in this area here, all of this area I'm in now is where the main towers of Ravenloft are. And they're very tall. I'm definitely not going to be able to get those to scale, because the tallest one is like 360 feet tall. But I'm going to run them as high as the game will let me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little trick here of extending the ground out. And I'm going to have to cut some of it, but that's fine. Alright, so let's see. I need to come out... nine. Because it's another symmetrical tower with the front one, with the one I just built up there. So we've got 2, 4, 5. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. Right? Actually, that wall is not right. That wall needs to be back one, because that's my hallway. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's our 9. So here is our central part of this part of the tower. So in the middle, I actually only need to go over 3 here. So it actually goes to this. So in the middle here, I need to pick 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. So starting here, I need to do... And if this doesn't make sense how I'm doing this, it hopefully will make sense in a minute. Because this tower is basically an octagon, but it only has 2 angled sides. The rest of the sides of the octagon are sort of the interior, this interior wall, which I'll still make an angled wall here and here, but it won't be visible on the outside. So now I don't know if I'm going to need to bring this up or not. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to... I need to do this, only to make this... Well, actually... I can do that. Do this. Okay, so this is the quote-unquote floor plan. And then I just need to do angled walls like I did on the other tower. Here, here, and here. So before I do that, I need to put on the outside wall here. I know this may not be making a whole lot of sense to you yet. Ah, damn it, I didn't want to put that in there. Oh, I'm going to leave it in there, which is fine. Yeah. Alright. So, first things first. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what this calls for, but this actually is supposed to connect to the exterior wall. The curtain wall, if you will, that goes all the way around the castle itself. This is supposed to create a walkway that goes out to the bigger wall, which, again, I may still do a big wall out there. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get done with this. So now what I think I'm going to do is try to figure out where this will connect. It's going to connect. I think right there. So let me actually put that there for now. Let me put this here. Take this out. And see what happens when I connect these. Yes, that's pretty much what should happen. Okay, that makes for that. Now I need to get some posts up in there. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Now I can connect some under pieces like so, and then start running these up like so. It's actually kind of working. I'm surprised this is working this well. Shoot. And then I did this thing. I goofed up there. Is it nighttime already? Nighttime sure seems to come on very quickly now. Ah, that didn't connect right. I think I want to make this connect first, and then put this one in here. Yes. Don't bury my post. Okay, there's that. Actually pretty impressed with myself there. Okay, so now what I need to do, this one is not going to be as easy because I don't have, actually I do have one, it looks like it gets one wall thing, like one little doohickey here, one little wall piece. And then the angle. So I just need to connect, actually let me fix these before I forget. Okay. And I gotta put a stairway in here because this tower goes up. Now if you are familiar with Ravenloft, you will also know that Ravenloft has a basement. I am not doing the basement. Oh, the Drake killed my, I had sconces out here and the Drake killed him. That jerk. I may not be able to do as much, like some of this build stuff on the outside. I think the Drakes are going to be a problem. I may have to figure out some way of, I don't know, how I can keep them away. I may do some research in that. I don't want to use mods. That's the thing I'm trying to avoid. Because I have a friend who plays on the server with me sometimes, Dead Meat, and I'm not sure how it will affect him if I'm using mods. You know what I need to do? That Drake has been attacking my building. Really hasn't done that much damage to it. Well, he's done a little bit of damage. They've been attacking my fire. Yeah, they really haven't done a lot of damage to anything else. Just destroying my sconces and my torches. So I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so here goes this one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and raise that up as high as it can go, because there's no reason not to, right? And now this angle is going to be a little bit beefier, but hopefully it will still line up. Wonder. I just thought of something. Oh my god, did I just figure out an easier way to do this? I think I did. Gosh darn it, I figured out an easier way to do it after all this time. Alright, let's get this in here. After all this time, I figured out an easier way to line up those angle blocks. Well, it's good, because I have to do at least one more set of octagonal tower pieces. I should just use this block, make it easy on myself. Okay, so that is that. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this one off. Well, actually, I still need to... Actually, no, because this one does not get cut off. Okay. So we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. Get rid of this log. don't really need the wood, so I'm not going to cut the wood. Trying to think here. The rest of this interior is supposed to be like blacked out, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm actually going to keep this tower open so that I can do the stairwell and do a good stairwell, because it needs to be a very large open area. So let's do this. I'm actually going to take that piece out. Put that there and that here. And then we're going to take this all the way out to here. Yeah, I thought so. We're just going to raise the ground up, put that in there. And now we need wall. So we're going to bring this wall. Actually, we're going to put that there. We're going to put this here. We're going to put this here and here. Alright, so that takes care of this piece, this tricky little tower here, which is actually much larger than it needs to be. But in the game it's a very small spiral staircase, the module here, and that's not a feasible build in Valheim. You just can't do that. So I'm not even going to try. This to go down the mountain. Get out of here. Alright, I'm going to have to get rid of these trees now. Because now I've got to build this round tower. This one is going to be tricky. Tricky, tricky. Okay, so from here, let me go ahead and raise the ground as high as I can get it to meet. Okay, so the round tower actually starts here at this piece, and it's a very large tower. So I'm going to try laying it out first. And it's actually, ooh, it is really wide. I'm not even sure that's big enough. It's almost... Ooh. That's not even big enough, I don't think. It is almost that wide before it even starts its first turn. Level the ground up here a little bit. Like that, but I'm not even sure that's going to be... I may have to actually build to it from the other side as well and see what happens. Yeah, this tower is going to be very, very... I don't know. I don't know how we're going to build it. This one is going to be a pain in the butt. So I think what I'm going to do before I even try that is come back here and try to build the chapel, which is the next big piece. And I think I'm going to use the big elaborate doors on this one too. I probably should have used them here too. Only because this has like, it's, you know, it's like a big grand entryway. So you want these big grand doors coming in here. Now we need to cut our way back this way. Because I gotta lay this thing out. This ain't, the chapel room is gonna be gigantic. And I'm just hoping that I have enough build space left to build this, and then there's an observation deck out the backside off of this that I'm going to try to build. So I'm going to build the full length of the Ravenloft, the castle itself, as far back as I can go. And I really want to leave as much of the stone as I can. Down the mountain. Push these down the mountain. Okay. So I'm going to level the ground so I don't have to do as much. And I gotta figure out the windows, because the chapel has these big elaborate windows. So I'm gonna make sure that my posts line up between the windows and all that good stuff. So this thing is actually 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 deep. So there's 2, 4, there's 6, there's 8. How big this thing's gonna be. What's really going to be cool is this big observation deck that goes out over here is going to be out over this cliff, basically. Gotta get rid of this stump. This is going to be in my way. What are we at here? What are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. My laptop. Hold on. My laptop just went to sleep, so I can't watch you guys' messages. I want to be able to see what you guys are posting, saying, and chatting. All that good stuff. Alright, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. The odd numbers have to be taken up by the 1 meter blocks. So there is 15, and then here is our outer wall. Okay, there's our outer wall. Ah. So then the width of this thing, oh my gosh. We need to go out, oh boy, 3, 6, 9, 12. We need to go 12 that way, each way. So 6 of these 2 meter blocks, 6 2x2 blocks. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Six each way, too. Probably would have been better to put that singular block. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it would have been better to put the singular block here, actually. Because... because of the way this is going to line up. But that's okay. We have our outside wall. 2... Of course, we got a silver vein in the way here. What? 3. And I don't need silver, so I'm gonna have to leave it up here. I'm actually gonna leave anything that I collect up here that I didn't so quote unquote earn, because I am not earning this right here. Getting all this from using the dev commands and cheats, basically. So this is all staying up on the mountain. Alright, now we need to go repair. We're going to drop some stuff off when we do that. Because I got a bunch of stuff I don't need. Or I didn't earn, basically. And I'm going to have to leave some stuff in my other chest. Where did I get oh, I picked up the copper because of the sconces. That's alright. So we're gonna go drop this stuff off. I got another chest over here where I'm gonna leave some of this other stuff. Basically, if I didn't earn it, it's staying up here. I am not taking anything back to my other builds. Probably should have slept while I was there, because now we're going to have to run back and sleep here in a second. Damn it. Should have thought about that. So we got 2 4s, 6, 8. We need to do one more. Alright, let's go back and drop off more of that silver we don't need. I'm gonna go ahead and repair. And of course I'm not eating, I don't need to. So I'm just not even gonna use the food or waste the time. And while he's sleeping, I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. So I'm thirsty. Build a little bit. Up here. So see this, I may leave that, I don't know. I think I kind of like it, but it will kind of make this pointless. I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so these are floor pieces, not wall pieces. I won't be putting up the wall just yet because I've got to figure out the interior parts of it. Six. Okay, so that's the 6. And so then over here, this is where things get a little weird. I've got to make another row of 3. I may not have needed to do what I just did there. Thank you. No, I think I did, because I need to do this. I need to go out 1. Like this. So this is Yeah. This is where things are going to get a little weird, or a little difficult to lay out at first. So this chapel that I'm building, the Ravenloft's chapel, has these octagonal, well, I guess you wouldn't say octagonal, they're angled apses on the ends. So what I've got here is I've got a wall. I'm putting that down so I know that's a wall. And then here I'm going to have a wall. Actually, this wall has a window in it too, so I need to remember that. So I need to do this. I need to make it wide enough for a window. Yes. Get off the mountain. Okay. So then there is an angled wall that goes from here. And it has how many? I gotta look at this too. How many windows are in the angled wall? Just one. Okay. So I can actually probably bring this in a little more, like so. Okay, so now there is... Now remember, I figured out how to do this. Like so. I don't know if it's going to work because I can't snap it lower. I need to snap it down in the ground. See if I can get it to snap. Let's see if this angle works. It's not going to work. Why not? Why does that not work? Oh, it's just too far. It would work, it's just pushed out too far because that other one. Somebody's attacking my shit again. Get off my stuff. Of course, these aren't going to work where they're at, so they're just causing more heartache. I didn't figure those out right. Oh, almost there. Alright, so that goes there. That goes there. There we go. That's why it didn't line up, because I had that one goofed up. Okay, so first of all, this one snapped to that one. So we're going to put this here. And there's a window in that one. So I'm not going to do that one like so. I'm going to do this one like so. Whoops. I'm going to use the outside snap point to make this work. Take out the middle one. Nope, that didn't work. Ah, man, I screwed myself up. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Oh my gosh, getting these lined up. I wonder... It's not going to work this way, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. It sticks out. Yeah, that's not what I want. I want it to line up just right. Not like last time I did this. Oh, that's what I want. Take that out. Put that in. Boom. You just gotta keep working it. Just keep working it until it goes. Ah, my gosh. What a pain in the butt. Angled builds. I mean, it's gonna be worth it when this is done because it's gonna look sweet as hell. But damned if this isn't a pain in the ass. Alright, so then I gotta put a window in that end piece too. So hopefully I've given myself enough space. I actually think I'm gonna move that. I'm going to move that post while I can out a little more. Almost to the edge. Like so. There. So now I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. And we're going to bring this all the way back. And then we got to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah. We got to go this way now. Another silver vein. Beautiful. Oh yeah, hour and a half. Hour and a half. Kill some monsters while I'm here so they don't destroy my shit. I do need to run my wall along this hallway here too when I get this built so that I can sort of figure out where the rest of the first floor build goes. That's kind of what I did with the first time around is I got the footprint set up for the first floor and then built up off of that. Oh, this silver vein's gonna take forever. Can I get some stamina? Normally I said I don't eat, but need some stamina. going to be a gigantic build. Well, I think what I'm going to do is you get the idea of what I'm going with here and what I need to do next. Let me fix that while I'm looking at it. Ah! Because that's ugly as sin. Why is that not snapping? It's trying to snap to that post and not the... what a mess. Anyway, you get the idea where we're going. I'm going to work on this some more, and in a few days I'll probably give you another update stream of where I'm going and what's at the progress on Castle Ravenloft. But again, show you where we're at now. Here's the footprint of Castle Ravenloft as it stands. Got a long way to go, boys and girls. But we're working on getting this thing built up in this mountain, and then we will figure out the wall, where that's going to go, how that's going to wrap around, and go from there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Ask questions, how I'm doing things, and hopefully I'll bring you more soon. You have a great one. Much love.